Erica Kirk, who is Charlie Kirk's widow, did something that I just think is frankly despicable. It's despicable, and I think it's everything wrong with our politics, quite frankly. On top of it, we have John Thune here, who also had lost his shit on live TV, and then Fox News aired something humiliating for Donald Trump. Let's get to John Thune first. John Thune suffered from Fox News's audio issues, and he was none too happy. Watch his face. But before we get to that, if you could please hit like in this video, more people will see it. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're almost at 900,000 subscribers, and you could help us reach that goal. All right, let's get to this.
But I'm pretty good at this stuff. He did use that moment to tout to the world what he has been able to do with our border and immigration. Okay, we appear to still be having those audio issues.
Not politically important, still very fun to see. Fun to see him get frustrated. It didn't end there. They thought they had fixed it, and they didn't.
Senator, jump on in here. We just played sound of President Trump. I moved from immigration to President Trump calling out those who recognize the Palestinian state. Your reaction to his remarks on that this morning?
All right, we're done.
Okay. All right, we tried again.
Again, no political implications, not going to change my life one bit. Still funny to see. Accidents do happen. As someone who has tried to do a live show, it is not easy. So I'm actually a little sympathetic to what they're going through. Now, Fox News also, what Aaron Rupar said here, posted Donald Trump getting bodied by the Turkish president.
But he seems to take a shot at President Trump. Listen.
Ben sadece şunu söyleyeyim.
I can only say this. Mr. Trump, you might remember he's used a term
Ukrayna savaşını
when
ben bitiririm.
he said, I will finish the Russia-Ukraine war.
Bitti mi?
Did it end?
Hala devam ediyor.
It still goes on.
Aynı şekilde
Similarly,
Gazze savaşını ben bitiririm.
he said, I will finish the war in Gaza.
Bitti mi?
Did it end?
Hayır.
No. That means
Demek ki
once we start analyzing the issue, there are prices to pay.
faturalar ödeniyor.
And when we look at the hostage exchange, that was done. It goes on.
Yeah. So it's incredible that they shared world leader who was criticizing Donald Trump for a campaign promise that we all know it did not follow through on. But I will say, at least for now, I don't trust anything this goddamn guy says, but at least for now, Donald Trump appears to be thinking to himself, hey, maybe Ukrainians are the ones I should be backing, and Russia has been lying to me the whole time. Donald Trump said this after getting to know and fully understand the Ukraine-Russia military and economic situation, and after seeing the economic trouble it is causing Russia, I think Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form with time, patience, and the financial support of Europe, and in particular NATO. The original borders from where the war started is very much an option. Why not? Russia has been fighting aimlessly for 3.5 years, a war that should have taken a real military power less than a week to win. This is not distinguishing Russia. In fact, it's very much making them look like a paper tiger when the people living in Moscow and all of the great cities, towns, and districts all throughout Russia find out what is really going on in this war, the fact that it's almost impossible for them to get gasoline through the long lines that are being formed, and all the other things that are taking place in the war economy, where most of their money is being spent on fighting Ukraine, which has great spirit, only getting better. Ukraine would be able to take back their country in its original form, and who knows, maybe even go further than that. Okay, I don't think Ukraine is going to launch a retaliatory war on Russia, but this is totally different than what he has said before. I think this is a great thing. I don't believe him, but I'd rather him being saying this than anything else. But this is kind of the thing where Donald Trump will just literally say anything and you don't know who or what to believe. I got to say, though, that Zelenskyy was on Fox, which is really smart. He was on Fox, and this is what he had to say about it.
Are you surprised to hear that?
A little bit. A little bit. I mean, I'm sure in my people, in my army, and I'm sure in strengthening of in support of the United States. But President Trump was more positive in it, and he showed that he wants to support Ukraine to the very end. So we understand now that we are ready to finish this war as quick as possible. And he wants, and I want, and our people want. But he understands that Putin doesn't want, and he understands that he is not winning, but he says to everybody that he will win. And I see very, it was a little bit surprise for me, you're right. I was very positive signals from the side that Trump and America will be with us to the end of the war. Yes, as we will see, right? We will see, but God bless, it will be so.
Well, we will see. I mean, I'm going to say hopelessly optimistic about this because I don't trust anything Trump says, as I said multiple times now in this video. I don't trust anything he says. I do trust him, though, when he says this.
In that private moment on his dying day, we find everything we need to know about who Charlie Kirk truly was. He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
Yeah, I kind of believe him on that one. I believe him on that one. I think he is telling the truth. He does not like his opponents at all. In fact, he hates them. I believe that 100%. Now, what he's responding to there is I thought was actually a very powerful moment. I believe her when she said this, and I actually think this is the way forward. I don't believe we should have Republicans in power because I believe that Democrats are looking out for middle-class Americans more than Republicans ever could or would. But I do think I would like Republicans, if you're going to be in power, who act like this.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man, I forgive him.
I think that's very powerful. I think she's true. I believe her. I believe it doesn't change anything about what they believe or the things that Charlie Kirk has said. I think that's a powerful moment. I wish our country had more moments like that. On a human level, I feel for her. I feel for her. And anyone who knows anything about being in deep grief, that is not an easy thing to do. And I do believe her. I think that is great. But what she's doing here, that it's disgusting. She is fundraising off of her husband's death. The subject line says, "Here I am, Lord. I will carry Charlie's torch. Patriot, I don't know where to begin except with this. I miss him. Every breath, every heartbeat, every memory I now replay in my mind. I miss him. I miss my husband who was murdered. Please give me money." It's disgusting. It's everything wrong with our politics. I think our politics is way too tied in with money and fundraising as it is. If I get another text from some sort of organization or candidate, I might lose my mind. But this is so beyond the pale. This is so beyond the pale. Using a tragedy that you suffered through where people are obviously feel very compassionate towards you and using it to just enrich yourself is, to me, disturbing and gross. And it's totally the opposite of the person who would forgive the killer. That's like the opposite type of behavior. It doesn't make sense. But I guess that's MAGA. Well, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please hit like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.